This is the coolest show in the history of television.
So what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I was heading out to a movie, and so while I was out, I went ahead and did some movie hunting. So I went into at least one Walmart, Target, and maybe somewhere else. We're going to go out and we're going to look. I don't think there's anything out there. Maybe somebody might carry Tombstone. The Steelbook, I doubt it because it's sold out everywhere, but we'll look anyway. But there is another couple reasons I wanted to go out looking for stuff. So let's get into some stores. Let's see what we can find and come back here and I'll close out the video. What are we waiting for? Let's go. Yes, you will obey. As we go into Target, you will follow me on social media, JeffMan316, Instagram. So, hey buddy, are we going to find anything in here today? You've done me so wrong. You took out your physical media. It looked like somebody's been abusing you. But look over here in the Legos. They still got Jaws back in stock. That's kind of cool. We're going to need a bigger wallet with that price. And then down here, I thought this is kind of cool, showing you the Back to the Future, the DeLorean. That's even more than the Jaws set. What's going on with these prices? I'm glad I don't do Lego, man. Look at all this Lego stuff. I couldn't afford it. They do have some cool ones, though. That C-3PO is a nice set. I'd probably do the statues and stuff like that if I was to do it. Like the Marvel sign, the Gauntlet. There you go. Infinity Gauntlet. Got the Mario stuff. Those sets are way too much, though. I don't know that I got the patience for that either. Their wrestling section looks like it's basically been demolished. There's nothing much here. And they don't have a sale this week, so. Wardlow from AEW. And then you got Matt Hardy. No Jeff Hardy. We saw him on one of the hunts before, but I heard rumors that Wardlow met with WWE recently, so that'd be very interesting. Nothing on the Motu side. So let's flip over to the next aisle. Got a few DC figures hanging over here. Look, randomly a Platinum Edition. Scarecrow. Huh. It's not from the movie, I don't think. I guess that's the comic version. And then they do have Orion. And they got Sergeant Rock up there. They've got a few of these little Simpsons figures, and look, they got some of the newer ones here, or at least one. There's Millhouse, and then the little ones, they got Krusty, Homer. That's cool, Millhouse with the bike. But yeah, I might look that up, see if that's worth anything. So, two decent figures found in Target. Down this aisle, this is where their Holothon stuff's supposed to be. I cannot find that Halloween Curse of Michael Myers figure in either Target. This one is in a different city. These are the only two near me. They got Little People stuff, but they don't have that. So, has anybody out there got the Michael Myers figure in their Target? Willing to pick me up one? Let me know in the comments down below. Got Gremlins plush and Gremlins Christmas. Well, I guess it's Gizmo from the movie, but it got lots of turtle stuff, or turtle shit, as one of the toy hunters says, but not what I'm looking for. Random Chief Wiggum laying over here. Look at this. They got books. I need a new butt. But they don't have physical media. Look, he needs a new butt because his has got a crack. This is what they're selling as literature these days, I reckon. I changed my mind. I want a lighter one. And Dad, there's no way of knowing. Look at that. That's cheesy. Oh well. So the NECA section is down here after the books. And they did have some Batman figures. They got some new ones. This is the new wave. Batman, the animated series. Bane. The Phantasm. I remember having some figures of pretty much this scale. Well, I mean, they were a little bit smaller, but they look like these. This is a Build-A-Figure set, the old one. They got these clearanced. That's the new wave. Poison Ivy. That's with that Bane set. And that's the new one. Yeah, so they got the whole wave with that new build a figure set. Look over here. $95 was $190. Where did that price sticker come from? What in the world?
That's too fucking high!
Then randomly over here in the like Hot Wheels section, they got a Ferris Bueller car. They had this just standing here. Hey, Platinum Edition Batman. And then look at that airplane back there. Sure, you've got to be better figures than this in here. Then let's go to Walmart.
I hate it here!
Why love it here?
See what they got. They didn't have a whole lot in the toy section, but they did have this cool looking Transformers classic. Was it Blokies? Whatever that is. I guess it's like Legos. That's pretty cool foil box. Man, I like that. And then they got Optimus Prime, and then they got Bumblebee. I like the looks of the boxes, man. 70 some parts though. Not going down that rabbit hole, but those are two cool ones that I saw in here. Nothing much else in the toy section worth showing you. In the movie section, they've got a cool banner here for these slipcovers. Iconic favorites and Glow Get It. So they do have the Babylon 5, Kolchak. They don't have all of the slipcovers with the quotes. They got most of them. Lord of the Rings, Horizon, The Chosen. I was just looking at the saying on there. They got Jaws. Then they do have, looks like most of the glow-in-the-dark covers. Buck Rogers. I don't know if I saw Buck Rogers last week. Night Gallery down there. That's cool. Just giving you a view of the quote ones. Looney Tunes. Mars Attacks. They do have a Steelbook section, but look, it's got 90s classic over here as the banner. Renfield, Evil Dead, Attack on Titan, World War Z. They do have an Evil Dead Rise still in stock, along with Motel Hell. Drag Me to Hell. They've got Oppenheimer still in here, along with Elvis. So, pretty good Steelbook section, even though it says 90s classics. Major Payne. Here's a trivia question. What Halloween star directed Major Payne? Looks like I got some tags up from the newer stuff that's getting ready to come out, so they've shifted everything around. My Hero Academia, that's a Blu-ray. I'm not seeing anything new, but they did, I guess, there's a few new items getting ready to come out, so they've made room for all that. The Unbreakable Boy. I don't remember that. Put in the comments down below, what's the Unbreakable Boy? Den of Thieves. At least this store does have random 4Ks in it. Some of the Walmarts only have DVDs and Blu-rays. Then their TV stuff is right beside it. There's that Saturday Night Live set, Major Crimes, The Flash. They have The Office, Deadwood, Weeds, Baywatch, Twin Peaks, $6 Million Man for 64. I know that has a Blu-ray release too, so watch out for that. Highway to Heaven. There's Madman on Blu-ray for $100. Or the originals, and they got Royal Pains down there for $34. I remember getting seasons of Royal Pains at the Dollar Tree. Hey, look, here's another glow cover randomly stuck over here. He-Man, the complete series. Huh. Spartacus. Babylon 5. There's that My Favorite Martian for $25. I remember looking that up. That's a good deal. So, and then Gilmore Girls for $60. Blue Bloods. Their Bloody Disgusting section. A lot of people finding stuff marked down. Look, they got the Chucky little keychain fob things. Those are $5 now. I wouldn't mind having the poster one. And then they've got the Nook for $10. And they've got the Killer Clowns plush for $10. The Ben Coopers for $10. The Mummy is $25 for the NECA. Those signs are $10. Look, they got the Michael Myers figure for $25. Oops. They got the Alien Romulus for $25. And look, they got the Toxic Avenger guy for $10. Now I would pick that up to go with the Toxic figure I got before. And then right beside it, they got value movies. So here's their $5 bin. It's on a rack. They got Pearl and X up there. Gladiator. The multi-movie packs, if you still buy DVDs, that's the way to go. For $5, like the Mark Wahlberg set. This is a good one. It's got Johnny Mnemonic. They even got a season of Picard for $5. Then Hancock, Hellboy, Ghost Rider. Well, they got the kids stuff down there. That John Singleton set's good too. It's got Higher Learning in it. That's a really good movie. Maybe I do. Maybe I don't.
You are a fucking idiot.
Then some random stuff over here. This looks the same. Most Walmarts have divided their stuff up like this. Blu-rays, mostly DVDs of stuff that came out this past. Wait, that Beast collection was like $9 and that's $5.
That's Bush League.
Oh well, look for that then. Here's some more of the TV stuff. They got a Walking Dead basically section. Sherlock Holmes. Well, they do have the price sticker there for the Faces of Death. Oh, I thought they might have one. Somebody stuck the Smokey and the Bandit disc up there. Oh well. Then they got this random like family section. It's got Wonder for $7.50, Paddington for $7.50, Coraline. Got some anime. A lot of Disney stuff like Pocahontas double feature. Disney Princess 3-pack for $24. Lilo and Stitch. The Kung Fu Panda 4 movie collection. Some TV stuff. Smurfs. Power Rangers. Jimmy Neutron. Freaky Friday. And over here, this was this weird section. They still have it. It's got some $5 movies like that Lord of the Rings. That's cool. A Smokey and the Bandit with slipcover 4K. This movie here, which was a Dollar Tree movie, I remember getting back in the day, and they got it for $15. And no, I'm not getting fried green tomatoes. They got that Walton series season for $18. Cocaine Bear for $5. This right there was in the Dollar Tree. Look, they got Coming to America. I don't remember that getting a physical release. They got a random Steelbook of Aquaman that's with the J card torn. They've got a 4K, and then they still got this random Criterion. I was going to try to buy it and see how much it would ring up for, but it says it's sold online for like $22, so that's probably what they would want me to pay. But so I don't know what this random section is. But we're going to go into Barnes and Noble and see if they got anything this week. They had this section up front. Look, this Art of War. I've always wanted to read that. I've read excerpts from it, but this is like some kind of card thing. Crystals. Does anybody believe in that kind of stuff? I'm going to get me some tarot cards, though. I should do that, and we should do a stream where we do a tarot card reading. That'd be kind of cool, wouldn't it? The 50% off section, I'll just look to see if they got anything new in it really quick. It doesn't look like it. Just a reminder that AMC, Acorn TV, I think Shudder stuff is 50% off this week. It's online as well because my store doesn't have a lot of stuff. But it says 30%, but it's 50%. So, yeah, that's a Shudder title. Go online and check for those things. I was looking at this game over here. I've shown this before, but I just wanted to ask, did anybody ever buy this Halloween board game from Trick or Treat Studios? It looks pretty neat other than, I don't see anything really Michael Myers on here. Like, they got the character cards. Linda Vanderclock? Did anybody know that was her name? Either way, like, they've got Michael Killer cards, it says, but that if it had like a little you know, Michael Myers piece or something related, they might would get somebody to buy it as a collectible, but it was kind of cheesy. What other ones they got? They got American Psycho, so that's kind of gone mainstream. There's a Chucky one down there. What does this one look like? Doesn't look like a whole lot of reference to Chucky other than the front of the box. So, oh well. We'll give a quick glance over here. Look, they did stock the Sonic 3 Steelbook. 30% off, that'd be $35. That's basically what it is everywhere. So, it's not much higher in here than anywhere else. If you get it 30 to 50% off. Cool Hand Luke with a slipcover. Constantine with a slipcover. Hey, the Collateral Steelbook. I remember them saying that was in stock, and then I didn't see it. So, because I think it during the 50% off sale, I might scan it. It's got, oh, maybe not. It's got a loose disc in it. So no, thank you. There's that Hackers Steelbook. The Haunting is a pretty underrated movie. I don't hear a lot of people talking about it. In and Out. There's that Donovan's Reef. They finally put that on the shelf. That's still listed 50% off, but it's not. I looked it up before I came in here. I wanted to let you guys know it is not on sale, so you'd have to fight with them over getting the sales price. Evil Dead. The Fog. I got more about The Fog later coming up in a video this week. The General's Daughter. I didn't buy that 4K. Gladiator with a slip. That's another one. I looked it up online. It is not 50% off, even if we see it for 50% off. With a sticker. Long Kiss Goodnight. Did that get a regular Blu-ray release or only 4K? I like that movie, so. Legend. We saw that in Walmart with one of those quote slipcovers. That is a very underrated movie right there, Let It Ride. Great Richard Dreyfuss comedy. Craven. What else? Joker. No thank you. It Ends With Us. I still haven't seen that. They only got Jaws on DVD. How dare they? Man in the Iron Mask. I never bought that. I think I got it on Blu-ray, but I didn't upgrade it. Primal Fear. What is this? The back. Pulp Fiction was 50% off, so hopefully you guys picked that up during that sale. Same with Red Eye. Red Eye is a very underrated movie. Well, they do have a Blu-ray of Wolfman at Walmart. You can only get it on DVD. And then they do have the Tommy Boy, the standard 4K Steelbook. Walmart's got the other one with the poster in it and the better artwork. If you ask me, I think it's got more close to the poster artwork, the theatrical poster artwork. Smile too. Somebody's lazy, they're gonna get in trouble. They didn't pull those 50% off stickers off. Still don't have much in the Criterion section. They got a couple of titles that have been released. I don't know why they randomly got Rushmore and Charade up there. That's just weird. They got Pie in. I don't remember seeing that in the A24 section. That's the Blu-ray, I think. Does it say? Yep, that's the Blu-ray. They got Baby Girl, The Brutalist, Love Lies Bleeding. And then they got Pie. Is that I wonder if that's the 4K. So not seeing too much. I might get Pie down here in the TV section. And the kids, I don't see much. But we'll give it a glance. Listen to this dude singing over here. I'm not going to say much. Who goes around in stores just singing out loud? That's weird. Doctor Who, 30% off. Damn, that's still expensive. I think I'm going to get that specials eventually. Oh well. So, yeah, I looked. The Blu-ray is and the 4K are both in here. So it tells you down in the corner. The Blu-ray is $29.99 and the 4K is $34. Hey, before we end the video, we did slide into Ollies. I didn't record on the outside. Look, they did have a few things up front. Got one of those shelf talkers like the Deadpool, but they've got these Ghostbuster Fright figures. That's easy for me to say. But look, they also have the Indiana Jones figures. They actually got Indiana Jones and his father, Henry Jones. So those would be the ones I think people would have bought. So that's kind of cool. I saw these model kits over here. Look, they got the Indian. That reminded me of Creepshow too. Then they got Green Hornet, Speed Racer. Got some Star Trek Enterprise ships. Not much else on this section. Let's go one over, and they got some figures. Look what movie figures didn't sell in stores. Can you guess? Random Indiana Jones. And then look at all these Marvel Legends, man. Nobody's going to buy this shit. They got the music so loud. Namor. I'm just going to randomly look here, but not going to look long with this music blaring right over top of me. Just figure I'd give you a quick glance at some of the Marvel Legends figures they still have. Although they got Tommaso Ciampa. Did you guys see where he cut his chin open and had to shave his beard? He looks so weird without his beard. A poet didn't know it.
Oh!
Don't see any other wrestling figures up there. Ric Flair up there as superstars. They'll never sell all those. They've been in here forever. And then over on the flip side, look, is that a El Grande Americana?
No!
You got some Star Wars figures, stuff that nobody would really want. Hey, they do have the Emperor. That's a pretty good figure. And Grand Moff Tarkin up there. That's kind of cool. So maybe a couple of these are decent, but those little sets for like $5 are good too. These here. Either way. All right, I'm going to get out of Ollie's. We're going to get home. We're going to look online to see what other releases came out. And then we'll get home and I'll close out the video. So let's check online and see what other releases came out this week. You got the Kurt Russell Val Kilmer classic Tombstone making its 4K Steelbook debut. I know pretty much everybody ordered that. You got Sneakers starring Robert De Niro, Dan Aykroyd. You got Career Opportunities and Foul Play. Those are all three Kino 4Ks, I think, coming out. You got The Hunt, a very underrated movie. Betty Gilpin and Hilary Swank. And that is from Shout Factory, Scream Factory. You got Jean de Florette. I don't know anything about that. It looks like it's a Criterion release. I would skip that for now myself just because wait for a Criterion sale. You got Lady with a Sword. You got the Captain Planet and the Planeteers. I've been telling you the Blu-rays coming out of that because we see the DVD in Walmart all the time. Yakuza Wives. You got Cheyenne, the complete series on Blu-ray. Don't know what that is. You got Ultraman, Cruel Sea, Blu-ray of Sneakers, Hysteria Season 1. I've watched some of that. It's pretty good. I went ahead, once they announced a Blu-ray, I stopped. I'm going to catch up on that when I buy that. You got the Foul Play Blu-ray. You got some anime. Borderline. Lost on a Mountain in Maine. From producer Sylvester Stallone. I've never heard of that. Let me know in the comments down below if that's any good. Tenderberry. Look, there's that. They added some of those Walmart slipcovers. There's the Jaws release. You saw that in my video last week, and I bought that. Don't know much about that. Re-release of The Purge, I guess. Lover Come Back. The Theory of Everything. Despicable Me 4 movie collection. 21 grams. I guess they're doing a bunch of re-releases of catalog titles. Seeking a Friend. for the End of the World's pretty good, and then Ed TV. And so, I'm not going to jump ahead, but I will say, nobody commented, did anybody get the Reanimator 4K? Because I still need to order that if it's worth it. But not a lot coming out. Obviously, Tombstone, the main release, and then a bunch of Kino catalog stuff. So let's get home. Let's close out the video. So what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the JeffMan316 Pop Culture Reporter channel. I'm your host, as always, JeffMan316. Hopefully you enjoyed that. Went into a couple stores. I was mainly going into that Walmart. People had told me that the Bloody Disgusting section was starting to get some clearance items in it. So I guess they're going to do another reset. So I wanted to go in there, and so I did pick up a few things. What did I get? Well, you have to wait for the haul video. So as you know, I try to not waste a lot of your time having to watch like an hour-long video. So I divide it up every week. I go out to the hunt, and then I actually do the haul in a separate video. So that'll be the next video you see. I did pick up at least one or two things, and then other than the stuff that we saw in stores, there obviously were some releases this week that you're not going to see. Unless it's somebody like Barnes & Noble. So that's why I go in there. And people always talk about how expensive they are. But if you actually go in when they do the 50, 40, or 30% off, it's basically about what you would spend if you went to like online to like Orbit DVD or something if they weren't having a big sale. So hopefully you guys found some stuff. Put in the comments down below. Did you see anything you liked in this hunt? Hopefully you watched the tribute video that I did to Laura Park Lincoln. Rest in peace. And we switched some stuff up about the live stream this week with that. So we'll get back on track with those things coming up. So hopefully you enjoyed this, and hopefully you'll come back and watch the haul portion of the video. So if you did, throw a like on the video. Like, comment, subscribe, share, do all the normal YouTube stuff. I really appreciate all the support you guys give me. Once you give it the thumbs up and you subscribe, make sure you do hit the notification bell. You'll know when I post new videos. Come over and watch the live streams, because JeffMan316 Live is where we do live streams as well. And we can have some fun talking about pop culture, talking about physical media, anything you guys want to chat about. So until next time, boys and girls, this has been JeffMan316. As always, I'm your pop culture reporter. I'm signing out saying you guys be safe out there.
Poontang your ass on out of here.